What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Got some major news going on here. We got wildfires going on, wildfire smoke going on across almost the entire U.S. Hunter Biden pleads not guilty. Part of Trump's case gets thrown out, a large majority of it. My wife says that Melania Trump is not trying to get snipped. I'll give you the details on that. I was dying laughing on what she said here. I'll give you the details on all of this. There's a lot going on. Let's jump right in. Yeah, and also stocks are plummeting. As you can see here, stocks pummeled, bond yields surge amid hot jobs data. Yeah, you would think that hot jobs data would mean a growing stock market, but because of this is more likely that the Fed is going to raise interest rates. So the stock market is going down because of what the Fed is probably going to do. So the Dow Jones index has actually gone negative for the year on several days of negative stock market. Yeah. Yeah, so you can see here we've had just a nasty like 2 weeks or so here on the Dow Jones index. This is the Dow here. And yeah, just a nasty 2 weeks here. We've gone from like 35,000 to 33,000 just in a quick little turnaround here. Wow. Yeah. So down 2,000 in the Dow Jones Index in 2 weeks. So if you're a long-term investor, it's probably a decent time if you're looking to put into your IRA, 401k, or retirement fund here towards the end of the year. It's a nice little dip. Again, if you look at the long-term trend, here's a max chart over the last like 30 years or so. You can see just a tiny little blip in the swing of things. Remember, 30 years ago, the Dow Jones was at 3,200. Now it's at 33,000. So you can see the growth of what your money gets over the long term. Yeah, the S&P 500 is actually still decently up for the year. It started the year at 3,800. Now it's at 4,200. So it's still up, I don't know, a little bit less than 10% or so. So yeah, the swing of things, if you're a long-term investor, this is kind of, the ups and downs. Canadian wildfire smoke blowing all the way to South Florida. Yeah, these Canadian wildfires are still going on the whole summer here. Canadian wildfire smoke goes all the way down to Florida, choking skies with smoke and unhealthy air quality. Yeah, as far south as Tampa and Miami. Yeah, back in the news here today, and you can see this is affecting. Imagine how bad it is in Canada, and absolutely unbelievable. You can see a video here of this is views of Orlando and Miami. Unbelievable, right there. This is just unbelievable to think that these are going on here at the end of the summer here, and these wildfires are still going on. Here is a map from NASA that actually shows all the wildfires going on here in North America. There's actually a lot going on in California as well right now. And you can actually see all of them going on in Canada. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, Canada and California really suffering from a lot of wildfires. You can actually see some going on here in Utah and New Mexico and over by Denver, it looks like here as well. So, yeah, this is still a major concern. It literally looks like half of Canada is on fire. You can let me know your thoughts here in the comments. Hunter Biden pleads not guilty to federal gun charges. This comes as previously, if you remember, his plea bargain deal fell through. Apparently, the plea bargain actually was withdrawn from the table, and he has now pled not guilty to concealing drug use when buying a weapon, kicking off a battle to beat an indictment from the Justice Department as House Republicans zero in on an impeachment of President Biden as well, seeking to tie both Bidens to wrongdoings. Yeah, I just showed a video here if you've been watching my channel on the impeachment process that they're doing here. This is probably going to be a battle that's going to lead up to the election. I personally think so. Biden's court appearance in Delaware after a judge denied his request to appear by video conference comes after an initial plea deal in the matter that fell apart. The most serious charges carry up to 10 years in prison and up to $250,000 in fines. It's a sharp turnaround from a scrap plea deal that would have had Hunter Biden entering a diversion program on the matter, and prosecutors continue to mull whether to file charges on the tax crimes, also initially covered up by the deal. Also, in one of former President Donald Trump's legal battles, a judge strikes down about 80% of the case was thrown out because of the statute of limitations in the case. So, at least a partial victory for former President Donald Trump on this matter. Yeah, this is the one accusing him and his company of fraud. It was 80% of the case was thrown out, but the judge clarified that Trump's statement was false, as the ex-president and New York Attorney General Letitia James dispute what evidence can be used in the trial. The dispute concerning the statute of limitations in the case, Letitia James' office sued Trump and his business associates for alleged misconduct involving financial deals date back all the way to 2011. But an appeals court has ruled that Trump and his co-defendants can only be punished for potential wrongdoings starting in 2014. Now, this judge in the fraud trial also imposed a gag order on Trump after Trump attacked the judge's aide on social media. After this happened, the social media post was quickly deleted from Trump's team after Trump attacked the judge's law clerk on social media on the second day of his civil trial for alleged business fraud on Trump's behalf. The judge overseeing Donald Trump's civil fraud trial issued a gag order Tuesday, barring Trump from making comments about his court staff after former President Donald Trump posted a social media attack on the judge's principal law clerk that included her photo. Quote, this morning, one of the defendants posted to his social media account a disparaging, this is a quote, untrue and personally identifying post about a member of my staff, said Justice Arthur Engoron, addressing Trump as he sat in the courtroom about 15 feet from the clerk. Quote, personal attacks on my members of my court staff are unacceptable, inappropriate, and I will not tolerate them in any circumstances, said the judge. He had warned Trump on Monday off the record about making such comments, and Trump had ignored him. After Trump posted the material online, the judge ordered him to delete the post, and it quickly disappeared. Quote, consider this statement a gag order forbidding all parties from posting, emailing, or speaking publicly about any of my staff. Failure to abide by this order will result in serious sanctions. Also, Trump's wife, Melania Trump, renegotiates her prenuptial agreement as Donald Trump's legal woes increase. My wife seen this and said, yeah, she's not trying to get snipped. And I just literally busted up laughing. Apparently, this is the third time she has renegotiated her prenuptial agreement with Trump, and I was just could not help but laugh when Laurel said that. It was just a funny comment. You can let me know your thought in the comment. But honestly, she's probably got a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? She's probably got a lot of leverage on him right now. If you can let me know your thoughts in the comments here. But United States former First Lady and former President Donald Trump's wife, Melania Trump, has renegotiated her prenuptial agreement with her husband for the third time since they got married in 2005. According to page 6, although the updated terms in the agreement involve property and finances. So, yeah, involved property and finances. Melania Trump was most concerned about increasing the amount of the trust fund, which has been set for the only son of the couple, Barron. Honestly, I can see them moving around some assets to put some in his name as well. You guys can let me know your thoughts on this. Currently, Barron is 17 and only a few months away from turning 18. The publication quoted the sources as saying, "This is at least the third time Melania has renegotiated the terms of her marital agreement. As per sources, the changes in the prenup has been made not considering the hopeful second term of Donald Trump as the country's president, but rather because of the queue of cases against him." Yeah, she's not trying to get snipped. Let me know your thoughts here in the comments. Like I said, man, it's crazy how much is going on here on a daily basis. Kevin McCarthy just got ousted. I'll link you to that video here and what the Republicans are going to do, because if you've seen that video, I showed what Jim Jordan said here. Republican Congressman Jim Jordan said right before that happened. It was crazy because I don't know what the Republicans are going to do, and I think we could see an extended shutdown because the Democrats aren't going to agree with what the Republicans that want a hard line, deep cutting budget. Democrats aren't going to go for. So, I mean, remember that for things to get passed, like even a government budget or a debt solution, has to be compromised between the two parties. And I just don't know if that's going to happen if Republicans want deep, deep, deep cuts. You guys can let me know your thoughts here. I'll keep you up to date here. I'll link you to that video here now. If you haven't yet, subscribe down below. Click the bell icon so you don't miss out on any new videos. Don't forget to like and share these videos here as well. It helps our channel grow and lets other people see this information. Click here to see what just happened to Kevin McCarthy and also what Republican Jim Jordan said about the Republican Party. It's crazy. Or click here to see Russia's imminent World War III escalation. Click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.